Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. The SEC has recently released an astonishing admission, and I'll give you a heads up, what's about to come out of your ears will annoy you and frustrate you at the same time. This is a warning to you. Thus, the SEC has conceded that crypto assets cannot be considered a security. While they did not explicitly apologize, they did express regret. It is still evidently an acknowledgement of wrongdoing, which is shocking even by their standards. Crypto asset security is all they're claiming. You all were unaware that it is shorthand for something else. Is it clear now? It's as if individuals, particularly crypto attorneys and members of the XRP community, are still furious about this crap. I am so excited to tell you something, but it's driving me crazy. The SEC is full of shitheads, you know. Legal counsel John Deaton, Stuart Alderati, who is, of course, associated with Ripples, and the chief legal officer all provided me with insight. Just so we're clear, I don't come from a financial family or anything. Nothing I say or write should ever be taken as financial advice, and you should never buy or sell anything based on what I say or write. Making movies on YouTube regarding cryptocurrency is something I like doing for fun and as a pastime. I'm just an enthusiast. A headline from the Cointelegraph, then. If anything has been ambiguous, SEC is sorry. I apologize for referring to tokens as securities in my quote. A footnote in a court filing from September 12 states that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission plans to use more cautious wording going forward after long-standingly classifying cryptocurrencies as securities. In a 2023 complaint, the SEC listed 10 crypto assets on the Binance platform as securities. This led to the retraction. The SEC is currently suing Binance, a cryptocurrency exchange, for allegedly issuing and selling unregistered securities. Solana Cardano and Polygon native tokens are included in that quote. Check this out, by the way, I've included an example. Interestingly, this one dates back to January 9th, just around when the news about the Bitcoin ETF broke. Be wary if you are thinking about investing in crypto assets. This is from Gary Gensler's official X account. Despite claims to the contrary, investing in crypto asset securities carries a high degree of risk. And if they've been using this phrase forever, and I've been yelling, and you know it, too, but I've been yelling it on this channel, along with everyone else in our miserable community, that crypto asset security does not exist. From a legal standpoint, that phrase has no meaning, the SEC just coined it. It doesn't matter. It lacks substance. As a result, we received this post. It is from the wall of Paul Gray. He is Coinbase's chief legal officer, and for the purpose of brevity, the footnote that was cited in that story from the Cointelegraph is visible on your screen. I won't bother reading it all, but if you really want to know what the footnote is, you can stop right here. View it on your screen. However, I will share with you Paul Graywall's thoughts, and he did quote some of this, so keep that in mind. According to his interpretation, the SEC expresses apologies for any misunderstanding it may have caused. It was the SEC who actually wrote that, "My apologies, I saw you in the post where you commented because of it." Look at that South Park episode from, oh, how long ago? You remember it, right? Around 15 years ago, I can't quite place it, there was an oil disaster at BP, and the then CEO of the company just said, "We're sorry," while appearing in a number of uncomfortable situations. What appears to be a Polaroid is apparently padding in this instance. Apologies, but we're changing the environment. We apologize. At least that's the way it seems. As soon as they say, "Oh, we regret," I believe it happens immediately. It seemed as if the idea came to me out of nowhere. Does it fit like a glove? No, you understand exactly what I mean if you've watched the show. Paul Gray Wolf states that the SEC apologizes for any misunderstanding caused by its repeated and inaccurate claims that tokens are securities. SEC's new complaint against Binance has this astonishing portrayal in footnote 6. Stuart Alderati, I pray you have a restful night's sleep. Upon awakening to this, he is on the verge of experiencing a mental breakdown. In order to evade the agency's grasp, F transactions have undergone a significant transformation, unlike the other 10 crypto assets. It seems like that's something only the SEC can tell. And meanwhile, the rest of us will only learn the news in the event that we are sued. I suppose they're just coming to the realization that this won't work in their future court fights, so they're pausing to acknowledge the confusion. I believe they are attempting to address this, but their efforts are lacking in precision, as I will demonstrate. However, this does not imply that they will cease their attacks on cryptocurrency. That part remains the same, I repeat. Everything else is history, except that we will continue to litigate every single person involved in cryptocurrency. Well, that's about it. Finally, he brings up the issue that the SEC has made it very clear throughout its history of regulating and enforcing tokens that they are securities. What is the point of deceiving the court? Very valid argument, isn't it? In a second post, he also revealed this. In paragraph 1 of their complaint against Ripple, SEC explicitly declared that XRP is a security, as Paul Gray pointed out while discussing the lawsuit in particular. It's brazen, and he underlined the part that matters. The complaint in question dates back to the latter half of 2021, when this particular item was allegedly dropped. He singled out XRP, a digital asset security, and you can see it here. You have it. It's so ridiculous that even they are starting to see through it. By relevant portion, I mean that exact section. Consequently, this is the opinion of Attorney Deaton. I asserted in a writ of mandamus I filed against the SEC on January 1, 2021, that by classifying the token as a security, the SEC had disregarded 75 years of precedent. Yes, I will pause to mention that it is definitely true that orange groves, condos, chinchillas, digital assets, and even beavers have all been sold as investment contracts or packaged in a certain way, but the underlying commodity itself has never been regarded a security. That is the reason behind the SEC's claim in that footnote. If you've read it, you'll know what we mean. They cited, okay? We apologize if that was confusing. They expressed remorse. They apologize if there was any misunderstanding made. On the other hand, I could probably bring the language together in a flash if I tried. However, they clarified that it is merely shorthand and acknowledged it. Indeed, that is the very thing that irritates me the most about this. Thus, they developed a phrase that, if taken at face value, would lead any reasonable person to believe that the crypto asset is in fact a security. They now express apologies for the confusion and what they claim. Their reasoning is based on the fact that it's a slang term for illegally bundled cryptocurrency. Everything we know could be put into a package. Stay away from that word. Holy cow, that's ridiculous. This isn't real life, is it? What the fuck? You guys? Whatever the case may be, they're just unbearable. Continuing, Attorney Deaton mentions Senator Warren and tags her thoughts, implying that he is currently vying with Warren for the Senate seat. According to him, I intervened on behalf of thousands upon thousands of individual token holders whose life savings were at risk, not crypto billionaires. Senator Warren monitors the SEC as a member of the Banking Committee. I contacted her office on behalf of 627 of her constituents in Massachusetts, who were among those 627 token holders. Under no circumstances did she take action. My only request was that the SEC follow the letter of the law and clarify that XRP tokens were not securities. Not only did the SEC's attorneys refuse to do it, but they also launched an attack on me. The Federal Court Southern District of New York found that the attorneys at the SEC were not loyal to the law and were only concerned with winning, not with protecting investors. Judge Torres, a lifelong Democratic judge appointed by President Obama, agreed with me during the case, and I was appointed as amicus counsel. I worked hundreds of hours pro bono. I gave my everything to defend the individual investors. On behalf of the 75,000 small investors I represented, the SEC is responsible for the over $15 billion in damages caused by its wrongdoing and egregious overreach. The apologies from the SEC is not acceptable to us. The SEC must ensure that individuals are held responsible. The viewer's presence here is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.